Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 4 video. And in today's video, we're going to be using Chito Vera up against GOAT 1099's Aljamain Sterling. Now, I apologize straight off the rip. Number one, that I haven't been dropping a lot of content lately. I had some personal stuff that was going on that I had to take care of, but I'm back now. And second of all, I want to apologize because this video is a banger of a video that I've been telling you guys about for the last about 2 weeks that I was going to drop. So we're finally here. We're going up against GOAT 1099, one of the best players in the world, who also just happens to be one of my campmates. And he immediately is trying to go for the takedown, and we're on the denial. Now, the one thing you guys are going to notice about this video straight off the rip is you guys don't see my very beautiful ass face up on the screen. And that's because I don't want to take any attention away from how really great of a fight this was. And how really technical of a fight this was between myself and GOAT. So that's why my face is not going to be in the little box like it normally is at the bottom. So GOAT was able to get us down there. We get to our full guard, which is really where you guys know you want to be at. Where I feel most comfortable at is when I have my opponent in my guard when we're on the ground. GOAT's posturing up just to reset that time. He's going to do it again just to kind of keep me off balance, get some damaging shots in with Aljamain Sterling, but we're just staying patient. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, is when GOAT gets in your half guard. So we don't want to let him get into top mount. That's really what I'm trying not to do. And there he goes. He tries to get it. We're immediately on that denial. I'm okay with giving him side control, but we were able to regain our full guard right there. But when he gets into half guard, which he's going to do at some point if we're on the ground for so long, I want to only allow him to get into side control. I don't want to let him get into top mount. We're able to finally get him into sprawl right there, which is the best case scenario for us here on the ground. He's taking those body shots, which is smart. He's not just going to lay on me and look for transitions to the side. He fakes, I believe, the guillotine choke right there, and then fakes to the side just to give me different looks. He notices that I'm not biting on it, so he's just going with the body shots. Still trying to fake. He tries to go to his side, but we're on that denial. We try to hit the get up, but he denied it. Very, very high level stuff right there. We deny his transition. So now we're just kind of going back and forth, but he knows he's not going to be able to get it. So the ref finally stands us up right there because we did stall out enough to be able to get back to our feet. So very, very good first ground scenario for us against GOAT, that we were able to force the ref to stand us up. So now we're back on the feet. But you notice how I'm not trying to swarm him either. I'm just taking my time because I know how high skilled GOAT is. As you guys can see, we fought enough times and I've lost to him enough times to really know that if I'm not careful and I push the pace too much, he's going to counter me. And then I'm going to, even with somebody like Aljamain Sterling, I'm going to be at a big, big risk of getting finished. So I'm really just trying to get a good feel for him here in round one. Just taking the time. Landing some good shots. Still cracking at that leg. We want to get him to switch stance into southpaw. He fired off a good four-piece right there. We respond. He goes with the knee to the head. We break the clinch. And that's going to be the end of the first round. Now, you could go really either way as to who that had that first round. But I would have to give him the first round. Only because he did have a lot of top control time. But I was able to establish that he's not going to be able to run through me on the ground with Aljamain Sterling. So that's kind of going to be in the back of his mind too if we get him hurt in the stand-up. So here in the second round, we're going to do a little bit more work on the feet. We're going to start using those teep kicks to the body as well. I'm going to try to stay off the cage because I don't want to get hit with a turning takedown on the cage. So we're trying not to let ourselves get backed up. He's feinting out that head kick. He misses on the calf kick. We respond with a good one of our own and double it up right there. Very, very good start to the second round so far. He's trying to crack our leg in southpaw. Now he's pushing the pace because he notices that we are being patient. And that's something that a high level player will do. They'll notice that if you start landing at a certain pace, they'll either speed their timing up or they'll slow it down to adjust themselves. And GOAT is really starting to pick it up. You see he's starting to pressure just a little bit more, but he's not overcommitting, which is very, very smart. So there we just barely miss on the head kick. He shoots for a takedown, and we're right back on the ground. But we are in side control, which is where I'm okay with him being at. But he was able to deny that transition right there. So we just need to be careful. We're finally able to regain our half guard right there. Now, like I said earlier, we can't let him get us in top mount because we'll be in some really big trouble if we do allow him to do that. We're going to put ourselves at a really, really bad 50-50 spot. He postures up just to give us a different look. We're still punching, jockeying for that GA. For those of you guys that are newer to the game, look at that meter that's up at the top. It tells you how much of a grappling advantage that you do have. We're able to roll the sprawl. He is able to take our backside right there, but we are able to hit the get up. Now we need to try not to get backpacked, which I'm waiting on him to do, but he pushes us up to the cage, which is smart. And we're able to finally circle out. We didn't spend too much time on the ground. So now we need to make up for the time that we were on the ground with getting some good damaging shots in. So here we're going to stand in front of GOAT. You see him launching off combinations. He's landing at a high rate because he's speeding up his combinations. So we back up to reset. Nice block counter right there by him into a spinning elbow. That didn't land, luckily. We catch him right there with a nicely timed head kick. Drop him off of a perfect read. I know GOAT likes to minor slip most of the time during my combinations, so I kind of just set up the timing and caught him with a head kick. That's going to secure us the round as long as we don't get rocked. So we just need to kind of play it safe. Chop at the leg still. Catch him with a nice two-piece, but he did block the last two punches of that combination. Catch him right there. He catches us with a nice body kick. Just taking our time. Like I said, we're not going to overcommit because we do have this round in the bag off of that nice, clean knockdown off of the head kick. We miss on the calf kick, and that's the end of the second round. He had a it was a very, very close back and forth second round up until I landed that head kick, but that did secure us the round. So it's 1-1 heading into this third round. We're touching gloves, and we're back underway. And notice how my stamina is, at 90%, as we heard him right there straight off the rip with a good, clean uppercut. So now we're doing pretty well, and we heard him again with another nicely timed front kick. He's able to slip off, but we've heard him twice in a matter of 30 seconds. So I know that chin of Aljo is starting to get a little bit chinny. He's starting to have a little bit of a glass chin now. But look at that. We're not overcommitting on combinations. GOAT is still shooting for takedowns. But we're still popping off that jab. We're still going to be working that leg kick. Right there, he barely missed us with that slip hook. Make him pay with a nice calf kick. But back to the point that I was making before we got the rocks. You notice how my stamina is pretty much, even right now, it's sitting at 85% in the third round. So it's looking real good. Body health is looking good. Head health isn't too bad. But, you know, we just need to be careful when we're exchanging that we don't get hard countered. So far, so good for us here in this third round. We got him to switch stance. We punish him right there for that missed side kick. Try to go to the body, but he was wise to it and backed up. So now we've heard him 3 times in this round so far. We're looking for the finish, but we're trying not to overcommit, because that's where we will get in trouble. And GOAT's fighting back. He's answering. He's jabbing into the block, which is what you need to be doing to try to back up your opponent. Double jabbing. Now we're showing respect. We're showing respect by just staying patient with GOAT. I don't know why that was so damn hard for me to say, but we're showing respect to GOAT by staying super patient, not overcommitting. I really highly recommend, if you fight guys like GOAT, that you just give them the respect. You know what I mean? Don't just come out and start trying to launch combinations at him. This guy is one of the best players, if not the best player playing actively right now in the world. And I need to treat him as such. So you notice how I'm not just overcommitting. We're countering, making him pay. We knock him down right there on the fence. That could be it. We're in a ground and pound scenario here with Cheeto. But he was able to catch our arm and pull us back down. And he's going to roll us right there with a nice sweep. But we're back in our full guard, which is where I feel comfortable. And we have this round in the bag. But he lets us get up right there because he knows he needs to get the damage back. We're breaking down that block. Still not trying to overcommit, but still trying to do enough damage to keep GOAT from pressuring us, because we don't want that momentum to swing back his way. Just taking our time. Double jabbing into that block, still cracking off the leg kicks. Double jabbing, closing the distance. Catch him right there with a good jab hook. Good two-piece. That's going to be the end of the third round right there. Very, very, very good work by us right there in that third round. We were able to secure it by getting multiple knockdowns. And now I know that chin is really low. But like I said, we just need to be careful not to get hard countered. Because if we do, the chin is not the best on us right now. And we could potentially get finished. And we don't want to give GOAT that opportunity. So notice I'm still staying patient. Still trying to go high-low, keeping him honest. He shoots for a double leg right there. We're able to deny that thing. I'm going to try to circle him back off into the cage, which we do so successfully right there. Now we have him up against the cage. We hit him with a good calf kick. We're trying to keep him on the cage as much as possible, but he's circling off nicely with the good lateral movement of Aljo. We're mixing up the timing on our combinations, and he's able to hit a spear takedown because he timed that thing out perfectly. Now he's going for an inverted triangle right here with Aljo. GOAT does have pretty good subs, but we do have good stamina on us, so I'm not really too worried about it. I feel like he kind of just went for it for the points, but because he did cancel it so early, we were able to hit that sweep. He's able to get us into his full guard. Now, we just need to be careful right here because Aljo does have rubber guard, but GOAT decided to fake, and we were able to posture up. Rain down some good strikes, and he pulls us back down. So like I said, we're going to try to block to the left because that's what side the hand is on. But we just posture up, and we're able to get back to the feet because we don't really want to be playing too much on the ground. Now we're double jabbing. Nice combination right there by GOAT. We rock him with a clean double hook combination. Breaking his block down that ends in a nice calf kick. Catch him right there with a good two-piece. Knock him up against the fence. But we're not able to get the finish quite yet. But we let him go. We want to keep him up against that fence. But he did a good job of major lunging off. So we're just taking our time. Still popping off that side kick, I see. But we're going down to the body just to keep that high-low read going. GOAT's trying to answer back. But unfortunately for him, Aljo only has an 87 punch power. Which, I mean, if this is anybody else, he probably maybe gets a stun. And there he made us overcommit. And that's what we didn't want to happen. We got to survive this health event. He's trying to break our block down. But we're able to survive and not let him capitalize on it. But I'm telling you, one mistake against somebody like GOAT, and it could really, really mean the end of the fight. So we can't do that again. We're able to get away with it once, but we're not going to test the luck again. So here we have him up against the fence. We tried to slip straight, but he didn't move forward, which is good stuff by him. Nice head kick to end that combination. Double jab to close the distance by us. Just taking our time. He clinches us up to circle us back off into the cage. And we're going to let him push us up onto the cage because we don't want to get hit with anything on the break. And that's going to be the end of the fourth round. Another solid round for us against GOAT, except for that one lapse in judgment where I overcommitted and he was able to counter us. But we did get enough damage in that fourth round to really secure that round. So I'm feeling really, really good that as long as we don't do anything dumb in this fifth round, we should be able to have this fight in the bag. But that doesn't mean that GOAT is going to stop trying to win the fight. So we just got to be careful not to let that momentum, like I said earlier, swing back into his favor. So we're trying to take the middle of the octagon. But he's standing squarely in the middle of it, trying to crack us as we move forward. He misses on a head kick. We weren't in range to counter that. Nice slip off. He avoids the straight. We're still chopping at that leg, trying to get a leg health event. Just taking our time, not rushing anything. Still cracking at that lead leg. Nice four-piece combination right there by GOAT. Almost got him a rock. So here, we're just standing back. We catch him right there with a nicely timed straight. Hurt him. Drop him again right there. But we're not jumping into that guard, baby. We ain't dumb. I know if I miss a punch and get swept, it's going to mean the end of the fight for your boy. So I ain't even about to do that. So we're just taking our time. Just trying to bait him into making a mistake. But he knows it. That's why he's not overcommitting too much on jab straights or jab hooks. Because one slip counter could be the end of the night for him. There is our first leg health event. He is in southpaw, but that's going to slow him down considerably. and lower that power even more. So now he's breaking the block down. I was waiting for a head kick, but it never came. So here he's pressuring us, but we're backing up using the good lateral movement. Right there, nice ducking uppercut right there by him. We're still breaking that block down just to keep him honest. Try to hit him with a jab hook, but it missed. And there's the head kick. Now we're hurt. Luckily for us, it didn't throw him in the top mount, but he did get that drop. And like I said, I feel comfortable that we're going to win a decision if it goes there, but the head health isn't looking too good on your boy. We're trying to survive, but we're also trying to get the finish for ourselves too. It's a very, very back and forth 5th round. It's anybody's fight. And as he cracks us with a good jab hook, hurts us. We're trying to survive. We answer. We drop him right there with a clean combination of our own. We jump into the guard. We're going to go to side control here because I'd much rather take my chances on the ground right now than in the stand-up because of that head health that's just blinking like a damn blinker when you get off the freeway. So now we're just trying to stall out. He gets us into sprawl right there. We're trying not to let him get up. We're just trying to ride this last 36 seconds out. And we have him in back. We're trying to get the back mount right there, but he denies it, gets us back in the backside. He goes for the backside transition sweep right there, and he's able to get it. He tries to posture up, but we're hip to that. We block it. He has no stam. He gets back to the feet, but we're going to stay on the ground, and he knows it, so he jumps into the guard, and that's going to be the end of the 5th round. Very, very back and forth 5th round right there. I really could have gotten finished. We got to give him the great fight, show him respect. Goat knows what it is. I respect the shit out of this guy. But I should have done enough in round 2, round 3, and round 4 to really secure the victory. But, you know, UFC 4 is known for robbing people on decisions. So hopefully we get this win. But I wouldn't be surprised if something happened where we weren't able to get the win just because it's UFC 4. But as you guys can see in the highlights, we're able to knock him down in 2, 3, and 4. That 5th round was absolutely crazy. So let's see if the judges give us the decision that we're looking for.
5 rounds. We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges
Sounded real close.
49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, Marlon Chico.
And we are able to get the decision win over GOAT 1099 in a super competitive and fun-filled fucking fight. Shout out to GOAT for being one of the realest players in UFC 4. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button if you're new, as well as slap this like button so this video does get thrown into the YouTube algorithm, guys. I'd really, really appreciate it. Let's get this video to at least 30 likes if you did enjoy it. But until the next video, guys, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, as well as enjoy all of the fights that are going on tonight. But until the next video, guys, take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.